Hello, this is wmpyr. For today's lesson, we're going to be working on single stick exercises. Consider them more like a warm-up exercises, also maybe on the rehabilitation type side. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so the first thing is we're going to get the stick like this, and we're going to make circular motions, just like so. Okay, my hand, the grip is very loose. Okay, I'm not holding it really strong. I'm loose, nice and easy, and just making circles. Okay, so this hand's making a circle like this, and then this hand is also making a circle. So just going back and forth like this, 1, 2, 1, 2. And you could do it up here, you could do it down here. It's more challenging when it's like from here above, because that works out your shoulder, and the shoulder is weak on a lot of people. So try it up here in this area, and when it starts to get hard, you can just bring it down here. This is easier, okay, more relaxing. So just doing this, we're just toning up the arms, toning up the arms, working a little bit of that wrist and forearm. Just go like this. And then another thing we can do is we could start to bring the grip shorter. Okay, so make it smaller. So now it's smaller circles that you're doing. It's almost like you're wrapping up a newspaper or something. You can bring it up here like this. And then another motion is, right now I'm making circles, okay? And it's working on wrist articulation. But this motion is also good too. So go side to side like this, and notice that this is different from this. Okay, so when you go fast, it's kind of almost becomes like a combination of these two movements right here. But we're making smaller circles with the wrist, which is good for the boxing aspect and also with the knife aspect, so when you transition there. But for right now, like I said, this is more of an exercise that we're just working on. The next thing is we're going to rotate the stick. So I'm turning the stick, turning the stick, turning the stick. So I'm turning the stick like so. And once again, if you do it high up here or out here like this, it's going to challenge more the shoulders. You're going to burn more of the fat calories on the back of the arm and stuff like that, on the triceps and this area here. So it's more challenging here. And then once again, this is easier down here. Okay, so incorporate some of these, work out your shoulder. And then we can also start bringing the hands closer together, and then we can separate them out here. Now this one really works the forearm muscles. You're going to start to feel that there. And it's strengthening the grip, your grip and your wrist and the forearm. So these are all necessary for the stick training. So this is what we're doing. Of course, you could go in the opposite direction, where now I'm going this way and this way. So you can go the opposite direction and do the same thing. Keep it up here, more challenging. Bring it down, it's easier. It's just different levels. And bring your hands close together, and then bring them far apart as well. Okay, so the next one is, I just want to pass the stick behind the back, like so. So I'm bringing the stick over, and it's diagonally. I'm passing it from this side to this hand over here, so it's diagonal. Just go nice and slow. And this is more about the stretch, because this is kind of awkward for your hands to be back here. So you're just getting a nice stretch. Go nice and easy like this. You could go this way, where you're coming from the top and pass it to the bottom hand, or you could go the reverse, where you're going from the bottom and pass it to the top hand this way. So either way, it doesn't matter. Incorporate both. And one of the things you could do is from here, once you pass it like this, have both hands hold on to it. Bend over like this and get a nice stretch on your back. Try not to lock the knees. Keep your knees bent. And then bend over like this. And then keep going. So you do this and then just bend over and get that nice stretch. And back here, bend over and get that nice stretch. And you could also go gently, but you could scrub up and down like you're taking a shower and you're cleaning yourself. Okay, so you go like this, grip on both, and then just go up and down. Don't hurt yourself, just to where you're comfortable. A range of motion, so you can go side to side, so you can increase that range of motion. You can go circular, you can go other direction. just to where you're comfortable. Don't hurt yourself, don't stretch too much. So your grip should be nice and loose, okay, so that you could kind of make up for if it starts to get tight, your fingers can kind of open up a little bit, make it easier. But add some movement like that, okay? All right, so next we're going to get a little bit of momentum, so make sure you have some space around you. And I'm just going to bring the stick here. Just bring the stick just like this, and I'm basically bringing it and sliding it on the arm. I don't want to hit the arm, right? I'm sliding it on the arm and coming back. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So right here, this is where the stick slides on the arm, so I don't feel any kind of impact. It's nice and smooth. 1, 2, 1, 2, and I can switch, go this way, 1, 2, 1. I'm practicing sliding the stick on the arm right there. 1, 2, 1, 2. And you know, you're just going back and forth. 1, 2, and then I could switch to this hand, and same thing on the other side, and switch to this side. All right, and another thing I could do is I can incorporate that, where this shoulder is now moving a little bit forward to bounce the stick back up. So here, boom, it's giving me some momentum to bring the stick down and out. So it's a figure 8, it's a wave, okay? So I'm using this to come up here, and then once again, boom, come up here, boom, and then I just bring the stick back here, boom, right here, boom, just like that. So I'm using my body to rebound, to bounce the stick off, like so. Now I could do the same thing here with my waist. I don't want to hit my waist, but I want to slide it. So practice sliding it, almost like you're putting the weapon into a sheath, okay, like a sword, but you're just sliding it here and back, slide it here and back, shoulder slide, waist side, shoulder, waist, and just slide, slide, and slide. And then of course now we can put that arm in there and put the waist in there. So now I'm turning the waist, turn the waist, and that gives me that momentum. And I can do the same thing with the other side. So right here, put that in, boom, put the shoulder in. So it basically doing this, and then the stick comes up here, and it just continues on. Boom, continues on, boom, continues on, boom, boom. And I could do the same here with the waist. When you do this, when this comes here, make sure you don't hit your elbow, because that's not going to be fun. So make sure it slides on the waist, and you should be very aware of that. Be very careful. And of course we could use the hip as well. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm just sliding it on the hip, and I'm using the hip rotation to launch it off, okay? You don't have to go so hard, you don't have to jerk it that hard, but you could just go nice and easy, nice and easy. Then pass, 1 and 2. All right, so now let's just keep that momentum going, where we're going like this, and we're just going forwards. You can pass, and now to the other shoulder, pass. Of course, we did waist. You can pass to the other hand, waist, and then of course we could pass behind the back. So you could just go 1, 2, just like that. And of course you could go the other way as well. It's just a nice warm-up exercise like so. And then you could once again put that, you can pass behind if you want. And right here just naturally came here to pass, or I could actually use my hand. Why not use, it doesn't just have to be the shoulder, but it could be the hand that does that as well, and pass it to the back right here. The hand pass, the hand is the one that's rebounding it, comes here, or I could just pass it to the hand, or once again shove it down with the hand, shove it down, and then I'm just passing it to my back like so. Okay, so the next is now we're passing it to the back like this, okay, but we could also come this way, all right? So we're passing it behind, but now we're going over the head, okay? This is a move that you learn, call it the roof block, and your head goes underneath this right here, okay? And then we can switch, go like so, get a nice stretch on the arm like this, nice stretch on the arm. Make sure to keep your knees bent this whole exercise. You want to be nice and mobile. And if you notice right there, I'm using my shoulder to help push the stick back. So right here, and then the shoulder pushes it back. Okay, right here, the shoulder pushes it back. Now I could actually do the same with the forearm. The forearm pushes it back right here. The forearm pushes it back. So now I could use also the tricep to push it back right here. Tricep, push it back. So I could use the whole arm to do the same thing, to clear, and then of course I could go this way like we were doing, then use that momentum to clear over the head. Now we're going this way right here, but we could also put the stick right here on this shoulder instead of going this way, right? Instead of going this way right here, that this is clearly what we're doing right now. We're going this way, but I could go this way too. So this direction, bring the stick and pass that way. Okay, so I'm just bringing the stick right here. Same side arm, same side shoulder. Just put the stick right here, right on your neck, your trap area. Okay, and then just bring it right this way, clear the head, and just goes right away into a backhand. And then of course we can switch. We can do the whole shoulder thing right here, and pass in the back, come over here, and I just put it right here, right against the trap. I'm not hitting myself, just sliding it on the trap. It slides this way, slightly slides that direction, comes over, boom. All right, and then I can pass right here, do it again, slide it on the trap, boom. Okay, and I can pass right here. The moment I feel this right here, I'm not going to hit my own neck. I don't want to do that. So I slide it. I slide it, and then it helps me come here, and boom. And then I can pass, boom. I could do this way. Of course, I could do this way. So those are just some combinations that you guys can practice. All right, so I hope that wasn't too complicated. Let's go simpler. So you're going to grab the stick like this, and we're just going to go 1, 2. So as I'm bringing the stick over like this, my spine is going to be stretched a little bit. I'm stretching upwards and I come up on my toes like this, and then I shift my weight to the other side, and this is where I start to come back down. All right, and again, boom, boom. And if you're wondering about the breathing, when you come down like this, you're compact. There's no room for air. So this is where you exhale. You go, and then when you're coming up like this on your toes, that's when you have more room because you're expanded. And that's where the inhale comes, but the inhale should come naturally. You should focus just on the exhale like a balloon. You're pushing the air out, and then it just automatically fills up. So just like that, and we could go the other way. So make sure that as you do this, you're going and you're forcing the air out, and then when you come back up here, it just naturally wants to fill in. I'm not thinking of sucking air in. It just naturally does that. And your spine, okay, you are challenging your spine in a sense that you're adding this kind of motion to your spinal cord to make it more fluid, to make it more mobile, to help, you know, if you're the type of person that sits a lot, just to give mobility to the spine, to keep it nice and happy. So anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.